Are you guys ready?
Yes.
For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok, or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah.
What's the issue, man? What's the rush,
Well,
Jace?
Jace has run out of holiday goodwill. I think that's what's happened. We got 3 days of happy Jace. I actually got a text message today from a listener saying, "Geez, Hoyte J's coming hot." I'll read you out the text message. It was about something else, but he felt compelled to mention it. Also, Jace has come back to the year with a fuck ton of gusto, hasn't he? The energy from this week's show has been off the charts.
Oh, that's nice, Jace.
Well, you can forget about that.
Yeah, because it's gone
'cause
now.
today's
I've actually noticed today as well, my energy. I woke up this morning, I was like, fuck. I wasn't leaping out of bed, I was rooted.
Yeah. Seriously, I went to the gym today, and can I just say I've changed what I do at the gym?
Do you actually use the workout equipment now?
Yeah, I
Instead
do.
of just perving at everyone.
Yeah, I do. But I was working on the old muscles, but now I've gone cardio. And my focus has become getting my heart rate up. Because I've got a dodgy ticker, fellas.
I don't think that's good for someone who smokes as many cigarettes as you.
Well, I monitor it very closely, Mogi. But anyway, my point being that when I got home, I was so fucked. And I could barely walk up to the goddamn letterbox. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what the hell is wrong with me? And then I heard Keyzie. I heard Keyzie in my ear going, "Have you eaten today, Hoyte J?"
Fucking oath.
And I said, "No, Keyzie,
So you
I
went and did
haven't."
cardio without eating any, what? Why
and
don't you
and
eat?
so I went, okay, and I've got this great little place, this little Japanese place just up the road from me, bought a beautiful chicken salad,
Yum.
ate all of it,
Wow.
and then was even more exhausted because I had like a coma-like
You're so
slump.
tired, yeah.
And it was hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But why are you in
But
a
I
rush?
always bring
Jace?
the energy,
No,
fellas.
you do. You do. But why are you in such a rush today? Like, you're like, come on, let's get in there. Let's do the outro. It's like
We always
still
get it done. We're not running late.
We start at 4.
We're like, come on, let's go, let's get in there. What?
Oh, it's just you guys tend to faff around a
But
lot
so
sometimes.
that's good. We're
It's not
catching
true.
up.
We're early. We don't come in here until the
You
time
know
we
what it
come in here.
was? What it was I was dropping my daughter at the SPCA today.
Oh, yeah.
No, she's not a resident.
You're having her put down.
But she's a volunteer. And where it is in Mangere, and I go over the Mangere Bridge.
Fuck, that's
Holy
miles away.
shit.
Yeah, I know. And I can see the bay. I can see the Minogue heads there, and it just makes me think of the bay. It was
Oh,
a
your
beautiful
batch.
sunny day. The batch, it was full tide as well, and I went into a bit of a
So you
holiday.
get shitty and you get taken out on us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
does it also, you don't actually own that batch?
No.
Like, it's not yours?
No.
So why are you getting angry that you can't go? Like, it's not even yours anyway. You know what I mean?
I think the other thing is he hates having conversations with people that work here, and that's what was happening out there.
Yes.
And by saying, come on, let's go, we've got to get into it, it makes it seem like to the people out there there's some kind of urgency around what happens in the studio, when there's not.
There's not. There's
But
nothing.
it's presenting that facade to the people out there so that we can leave those conversations.
What it actually is
Is that-
Jace
is
has
that-
no time for anyone in the office.
Yeah.
Is that wrong of me?
You see? Because anytime there's any conversation around that meeting table out there, Jace's feet, which normally point to
Quarter to 3.
3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, are pointing towards the studio door. You hate a conversation out there, and I can understand that.
Sure.
But
Like
it's a very short amount of time you got to get the chat out.
Whereas,
You're like a water diviner with your feet when it comes to a meeting.
Yeah.
They both point to the studio.
I'm out.
And then you leave.
Whereas Keyzie's like, oh, yeah, man, that's great. Hey, how about... Keyzie has this terrible habit of...
He's got interest. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
an active
Yeah.
team member.
He-
He's an active team member. Although, however, Jace,
He
out there, you will have...
elongates the chat.
He elongated the chat today by not listening. So while I was in a conversation, I got all the information, and then Keyzie said, sorry, what was that?
But that's what you
So
always
then
do.
it had to go again.
There you go.
I felt terrible too because I never do that. What it was that email we got of that event from Mike Lane. And I was like, what the fuck is this, a full-blown event?
Yeah.
And then I started reading and I was like, oh my God, I've completely missed all the information.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, the information was you're drinking piss in the spa.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
I tell
too complex.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Just on that front, my hatred of meetings. I was fuming the other day with old Pugson.
Which one? Which meeting? Yesterday.
On the chat thing, saying to our boss, "Hey, are we doing the what's it called again? You know, when they look
check?
at air check today, Toddy." And I was like, "Oh, good one, Pugs."
No. Are we going back to Tuesdays? Because for the listeners, ear checking is where the boss sits down with you and basically tells you everything that's wrong with your show.
Yes.
We do it every week, and it was Tuesdays.
So they're very short meetings.
Yeah, they're very short.
Yeah, because
They basically
generally
just bag a whole lot of things you two do, and then we move on.
Yeah.
I've got about a 5-minute window for meetings.
No, you don't. It's like 30 seconds.
It's 5 minutes,
my
Keyzie.
ass.
And then what ends up happening is people ask stupid questions, and then the same shit said again, and I just go, "Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I already know that. Just tell me where I'm sleeping.
That's the
what
thing.
time I have
Jace,
to be
you
there.
didn't even know
where you
then I'll be
staying.
done.
You've been told where you're sleeping. Jace, where are you sleeping?
Oh no, Ridges or
Exactly.
something.
The Ridges, and you're sharing a room with Matt Heath.
I'm not fucking
You
sharing a
are.
room. I'm fucking out of there if I'm doing that.
See, this is-
and that's not me. That's not me being a precious dude. I need my own space when I'm doing that.
I know,
shit.
you're not being precious, but the way that you handle it's funny, because if that was me, I'd be like, separate rooms is what I'd email back, but you wouldn't. You'd wait. You'd stress out about it,
No,
F and
I'm
Jeff,
not
until you
stressed.
get there, and then or I'd call the hotel or something if you couldn't be bothered going to that person directly. That's what I'd do. Put my mind at ease. But that's all good.
Swallow the frog, Keyzie.
Swallow the frog,
100%.
brother.
And then I'd find out, yes, no, you are sharing, and I'd be fucking filthy, and it would ruin my day.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe it's age. Maybe I just.
I don't think it's. I think it's just you.
I just
What
don't
age?
like
The meetings?
I just don't like admin. I guess.
I just don't think you respect the job other people have to do, the work they put in to get us to these events.
Oh fuck
And
off.
you just don't.
Like you won't even give Pugs the time of day when we're having meetings.
I totally respect them for that. Let's just make it short and succinct.
But it is one of those things where, you know, you have the meetings, you won't listen, and then you'll be the first one to complain that you haven't got the information.
Because they send it
Even
to my
though-
NZME email
No, they don't.
address.
He'll print it out and give it to you.
Even though you've been told, but you weren't listening. And
Yep.
look, I'm guilty of that.
Probably because they've, banged on it about 50 times.
I think the issue with you, Jace, is you've come in straight at the top of radio, whereas guys like me and Pugs as well, we had to work our way up. We know what it's like to be in the office one day wanting to be on air.
Oh, yeah.
And now that I'm here, man, I appreciate the hard mahi they
why
do.
didn't you just start at the top like me and Jace?
Yeah, I don't know, because how did you guys do it? You know, you got
Well, we did the ACC,
Just
did the
talent,
exercise.
and then we
just
got
talent.
given a job. That was it, pretty much.
but you had a history of doing other stuff in other media.
And it's
Yeah.
funny, actually, because I've had to have a few words with Pugson, because we know how fucking good he is at his job, right?
Oh, wow, this is new for me.
I mean,
This
he
is
is.
new. Yeah, this is
he
new.
is a legend at his job.
You're really supporting and working now.
I've had to tell him to button it a few times. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
I've got
yeah.
it, Pugs. You're very efficient. Just button it now,
That's
buddy.
one thing that's annoying about you is like I will just want to double check something like so confirming here we're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're about to go on the air, 30 seconds, and you go, yes, Keyzie.
yeah.
It's like, well, I know, I just want to make sure, man. You just got to measure twice, cut once.
Yeah.
I'm a radio
But
tradie.
oftentimes you're measuring 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a
Just because my brain is like, okay, are we sure we're doing this?
You know what? You know where I think where it manifested that irritation is filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, waiting
And-
around. Spend your life waiting.
Seriously, the amount of fucking around when you're filming does my head in.
That's what was so great about you being part of the Game of Two Halves Christmas special. You had no choice but to fuck around for 3 hours. You didn't want to be there in the first place.
That is quite interesting, actually, because I think you're right. What I see out here from you is how I would expect you to be on set, which is a grumpy, disrespectful
Piece of shit.
prick.
Curmudgeon.
Yeah, exactly. I think so, because I was talking to one of your co-stars, Tracy,
Yes,
and
lovely.
she was just like, oh my God, he's just constantly, she's on Educators as well, and he's just like, oh God, and he's always campaigning to try and leave set earlier, and then he's like, oh, see you later to me, and da da da, but he's just a miserable moaning fuck, and that's sort of what you get out here. So I do get that you treat both of those things. I'm different when I'm filming too, because I find it like that, but I don't feel like that here.
Sure.
But I get on set, man, fuck.
But she loves me, though.
Oh, she does, yeah.
But
But she also said, I had to mention this.
yes.
Because we were sitting there in the green room waiting, so this annoyed me. right? So I get a call time of 7 o'clock in the morning. Then you go through the call sheet. This is always what you do. And every actor is allocated a number.
Yes.
And so then you go through the call sheet and you see they have the scenes listed out for the day. And then to the right-hand side, they'll have the numbers of the actors, the relevant actors that are going to be in that scene. So, and then it's split into the morning, and then it'll show lunch, and then it'll show post-lunch and the other scenes that'll be there, and also the advanced schedule in case you smash everything out and you get to something else. So I get a 7 a.m. call time, and I look through for my number, and when am I on? When am I on set?
Like,
mid-afternoon?
But as someone who doesn't know, I would say maybe 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.
At the start of the day. Yeah, that's right. And so I'm not on till after lunch.
Yes.
So I'm there from 7, lunch is at midday, 1 o'clock is when I will potentially be on set, but I wasn't even then. It was a scene after that. So I get in touch with production. I'm like, hey guys, I see you've got me call time down for 7 o'clock in the morning there, but I'm actually not on till after lunch. Just wondering if you got the call time right there. Yep, we'll see you then. Okay. And that was what happened.
Yes.
I just sat around for 6 or 7 hours doing nothing, not required to be there at all. But what was good was I was hanging out with, it was Johnny Braff and, Cohen Holloway and it was like Tom Sainsbury. So I was like, oh, that's all good. I get to hang out with him. But as I was sitting there in the green room, Tracy said, fuck, you make exactly the same noises as Jace.
You guys both in the back of the car and shit. You're like, it's ridiculous.
It was. and what I love those conversations. You go, you sure you got that call time right? And they go, oh yeah, it's just that Rebecca from makeup, she's got to go on set, so we've got to get you in for makeup. Because no one's going to be available at 4 in the afternoon.
And what do you do?
So they get you in there at 6:30, and by then by the time you get on set, your makeup's fucked anyway.
Well, and that is true as well.
Yes,
that is true. So I did the makeup in the morning and the hair. 7 hours later, went on to set. Nobody had a look at me. Nothing.
Yeah,
but it was. I don't mind it on those because I know, especially when that's all that improv. It's like my problems are the least important problems.
Sure, and in all seriousness, I love those meetings out in the office.
No, you don't.
They're good, man.
No, you don't. You don't like the meetings. You don't like the people.
Meetings.
It's good.
That's the worst thing about it is the loathing of the people.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say? What can I say?
They're just trying to do their best for you, Jace.
Yeah, man.
Just keep that in mind.
They just need to remember I'm the talent, all right?
Hey, listen to the Radio Hauraki Big Show, 4 till 7
My
every
time
single
is
week.
fucking precious,
right,
man.
mate.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.